So a lot of times when I am looking to create an image, people are wondering where that even begins or where that starts. I know there's a lot of people getting into the world of AI and using it to design and do all kinds of cool artwork. And I like to do that because, again, that means that my designs will stay very unique. So there's a couple of bags that I have in mind, a couple of themes that I have in mind, for these next couple months coming up. So, let's just see what happens. I keep my prompts pretty simple as I am putting things together. I try not to add too many instructions because I find that DALL-E can't usually reproduce them in that way. So let's see. Create, it's all in all caps. Create an image of a Black woman wearing an couture crop hoodie. Make it a 2-piece black sweatsuit. And make the letters gold. Give her long locks and eyeglasses. Let's see what it comes up with when I ask it to do something that simple. Now, at the same time that I'm thinking about bags, I also have a hoodie. I just started to really enjoy crop hoodies. I've fallen in love with crop hoodies, so I'm thinking about bringing those out. So I like to see what different things, I can come up with and design there. So it takes a minute sometimes to come up with an image. And once it comes up with an image, I can look and say, okay, do I feel like I want to, put this model in a different shade of black in terms of skin color? Do I want to change her hair? Let's see what they came up with. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. So we got it sideways here. That's fascinating. Every now and then it'll do stuff like that. And you just have to turn her around. But let me look and see what she actually looks like. Looks like they spelled Unc backwards, and sometimes it'll do that as well. She's cute though. I don't dislike it. Don't dislike it at all. Let's see here. Let me make one type of change. So they kind of gave me the same model in 2 shades. Now, if I want to make the model bigger or smaller or anything like that, because obviously as people, we come in all different shapes and sizes, I can do that. Let's see. Make her glasses red. Just to show you guys, you can start from an image and you can make adjustments as you see fit. And if I was going to try to get them to redo the spelling of Aunt Couture, I would probably just put in there retry until it was spelled the wrong way, or I would say remove Aunt Couture. And then I would tell it in another image to put it back on there. So this process can be, a little bit time consuming. I will say that it's not always going to be the simplest thing. So when you guys see really creative AI designs out there, don't assume that they just took, 1 second for somebody to come up with. It's like, it doesn't always work that fast. Okay. So they changed them. They gave her some red glasses. Still got it spelled backwards here. Still got it sideways, right? So we would have to, download this image if we really liked it. I would then move it into Canva and start messing with it from there. Back for part 2 of the behind the scenes video here. In the first video, I showed you that you can really utilize ChatGPT and the DALL-E section of ChatGPT to create images if you are somebody who's thinking about, creating your own brand, whether it's, purses, tennis shoes, mugs, t-shirts, doesn't matter what it is. AI has given everybody the ability to really be an artist if you have some sort of vision. And for me, I do not have the ability to draw things freehand. So I just kind of speak things into vision. I feel like, my words are my gift. And so with that, I create images in ChatGPT that, get me excited and say, okay, hey, let's turn this into a bag for somebody That's kind of an urban mystic chick like myself. So in the previous video, I showed you how we did that, and it came up with an image that was sideways, and it had the logo for Aunt Couture backwards. I said that I would just download that image from ChatGPT, upload it into Canva, and start messing with it in Canva. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. I'm not doing it with that same image, but another one that I really, really love as well. So I'm in Canva right now, and I have an image here of a beautiful sister. And so she's got some Kemetic elements behind her, because if you haven't figured it out yet, I love all kinds of different Kemetic things. And so we do have a few of those things in the background. So Canva's pretty cool because you can add, different things to the mix. Maybe I want to add some text, to the shirt here. Let's see here. Maybe I'll add Ankh is the key. See where it takes me. I'm gonna make it really small. Gonna make it longer and a little smaller. And then drag it down here to the front of the shirt. Make it a little smaller. Put that there. Okay, because Ankh is the key, right? Love that life symbol. And then, I might want to take this image out. So if I highlight the image itself and hit edit photo in this particular version of Canva, I can remove the background. She's got a little something still left over there, so I can choose to put something over there to kind of hide that if I still want to use the image. Let me see if Magic Eraser will allow me to get that out of the way without jacking up her beautiful afro. Oh, took a part out of the afro. So I would need to undo that when I'm ready to do that. I won't worry about that right at this particular moment. Well, maybe I will worry about it. Let me undo that. All right, I'm going to try that again. But basically, you have the ability to see, what can happen when you start working with Canva. I'm going to make the brush a little smaller, and I'm going to stop a little shorter. Okay, get that out of there. Make the brush a little smaller. And I'm going to see how close in there I can get. See how steady I can make my hand. Okay, so that's not really jacking up our afro too much, right? So we can get out of Magic Eraser, and I could use this image as it was. I just hit the background here, and let's say we wanted to make this background black. We could do that. If we wanted to look at the images in the photo, it gives me some different branding options, but it just depends on what I feel like I want to do next with my bag. You guys will see that in all of my bags, I'm always going to have a picture of an Ankh. And so with that picture, it's usually hidden somewhere. Sometimes it's kind of pronounced, so I might add that. Once you have your image set up the way that you want it, then you are going to save that image to your computer, right? Or to whatever you're using to design. And then you are going to come over potentially to your supplier and then start to create your bag. Now, for me, I have a couple of suppliers because number one, I just didn't want to go the cheapest route. I didn't want to go super cheap, and I didn't want to go low quality, right? So I wanted to ensure that number one, you guys had some options that were leather, extremely high quality and not super expensive. But then I also wanted to give you guys some options when it came to customization. So that's why I have vegan leather bags, Napa leather bags, smooth Napa leather, and also sateen bags, because I believe that Black women deserve quality and you deserve to have the choice, right? So I'm in my supplier now, and in this particular supplier, we've got our leather. This is Contrado. And when I go to add images, I have quite a few images in here already, right? Quite a few images in here already. But if we look at a bag that I already have, let's see what's going on with this one. If I go ahead and put it on the screen, it's letting me select a few things in terms of how I want to make the bag look. And I get the opportunity to choose the background color as well. And so I'm going to keep things simple and go black. Now this shows me what the front is going to look like and also the back. I also want to put my own label inside of the bag. I do not want the Contrado label for marketing purposes, right? So I'm going to choose my own custom label, which is the Haute Couture label. Looks like it's telling me it wants me to do something with my Haute Couture label. It's got a little, yep, it's telling me that it's too small, so I'm going to need to make that a little bigger. So I will do that in here, and let's see. I don't want to make it too big. Ooh, but I love some black and gold. That is like beautiful, 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 beautiful to me. So let's see what it's telling me I need to do. I'm going to get a little bigger here and see if that does it. That got rid of it. All right, so now I've got this over here, and I can take a look at this bag and I can see, do I love this? Am I in love with this bag? I'm not in love with the straps. I would rather they be black, but I get the opportunity to really take a look at it. How does it look on the inside? Do I want the sides to be white? How am I feeling about this? And with whatever I don't like, I can go back and make some changes to the design as well. And if this is not the purse that I'm in love with, I have the ability to change that as well. Now you can see that I'm on the trim color pale blue, and this bag does come in several colors. If I go ahead and change that to black though, well, looky here. Let's take a look at what happens then. Oh boy. If you guys didn't know, my favorite color is black. So we have black all around. We've got black everywhere we want it to be. And I might be able to move forward with this bag. I'm going to zoom in on it. I don't necessarily like how this is cut off over here. I also have a little bit of a mistake right here in terms of where the ankh is. And I'm going to change universes to universe. So there will be some things that I change on this bag just to make it more to my liking and what I envision for you guys. But once I move forward with the bag, then I can get it all set up for shipping. You guys, as you place orders for the bag, you have the ability to make decisions about whether or not you would like it to come in a satin dust cover, if you want it to come in a regular dust cover, or if you're not worried about dust covers at all, it's up to you. You can choose whether or not you would like the bag in vinyl or leather. If I choose this particular bag, which I actually have not chosen this particular bag, I'll have to think about whether or not I want to add this to the Haute Couture collection. But for right now, this is not in our mix, but I might check it out because I think vinyl's a good option. So that is how I basically go through the process from beginning to end with creation of the bag, from an idea in AI to designing in there, to moving through Canva, and then to taking an image from Canva and moving it directly to the supplier. I hope that's helpful for you.